Hi everybody, Attorney Nicole Whipp here with the Family and Aging Law Center. So today I'd love to share with you a story about our client Jane. Jane, like so many of our clients, needed nursing home level care. Yet her family was so scared because they did not know what to do. Just like so many people don't know what to do. They'd been being told, you have to do a spend down. You have to spend down her money to $2,000 before she can receive benefits for care. She can't have two houses, which is what she had. She can only have one house. You've got to sell one of them. All of these things were being told to the family, all coming at them right, left, and center. They didn't know what to believe. Well, luckily, her adult son, Bill, found us and came to us and said, what can we do here? We're being told that this is what we have to do, but I feel like there's something that I should be able to do. What can you do to help me? Well, what we did was we put in place a strategic and perfectly legal, by the way, plan to preserve some of Jane's assets. And by the time we were done, out of that $300,000 pot that Jane started with, we were able to save $177,681.15 plus her house. Now, I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of how all this works because, to be quite honest with you, it's complicated and it's not your job as the consumer to understand what I as the lawyer do for every step of the way. But what I will tell you is this, that there are strategies that we can do to save money, and we do them every single day in this office at the Family and Aging Law Center. All of these strategies are perfectly legal, like I said, and we can get them in place very quickly so that you can avoid a spend down. This doesn't mean that your loved one needs to sacrifice their level of care. In fact, Jane, one of the big considerations that her family had was that Jane needed a special type of care in the facility that not all facilities actually provide. And if she wasn't able to stay at this particular facility, she would have ended up somewhere that her family did not want her to be. The other problem that Jane had, that a lot of families has, is that Jane had been giving money to her family over the course of a couple of years prior to coming to see us. Part of it was to help pay for her care. She had been paying her son to help help care for her, but the way that she was paying him is actually not really allowed under the law. And so if they wouldn't have come to see us, Jane would have been faced with what's called a penalty. And this would have been a real problem for her because it would have subjected her to potential eviction from the facility that she was in if they hadn't legally straightened it out with our office. And so by employing this legal strategy, by putting this thing in place to save the money, and by doing all the things right from beginning to end, we were able to help Jane avoid the penalty, avoid eviction from the facility of the family's choice, and we were also able to save a significant amount of money. Of that $177,681.15, part of that was an additional home that she had that was out of state. That would have been a real big hassle for the family to have to quickly sell. In fact, they would have been only selling it at a big time loss. So this made it not only to save the money, but to save the hassle of the situation, which it was a major hassle for everybody, just like all these are, because nobody wants this for their loved one, and yet these are the things that we sometimes are forced to face. So what we did for Jane, we can do for you as well, but you got to come and talk to us, okay? That's the big key. There's no harm in talking to somebody that is really ready, willing, and able to help you, and oh, by the way, can save you a lot of money in the process. So please, if your family is facing this situation, don't sit there and try to figure it out by your own, and don't listen to all this crazy stuff that everybody's telling you. Come to a qualified elder law attorney, sit down, have a conversation, and learn your options. That's really the best thing for everybody involved. Call us at 248-278-1511.